y'all. Now we are about to begin our favorite topic on This, Then, the Third, and that is none other than relationships. So what is topping off relationships this week, Reese?
Okay, so DC asks,
Hey, DC.
you have parted ways and made it home safely. What are signs your first date was a success?
If you fucked.
That can't be the answer because
What do you mean?
you've gotten home. I guess that
I
means
fucked and I went home. We talked about away games. You have sex at her crib, and she's not your main away game. You have to
so
away
that's the
gamer.
only way it's successful.
No, not necessarily, but that's
Okay.
one sure way
What?
to tell that it went well. Oh, you get yours, I got mine. Okay. If you didn't have sex, let's assume, in a random occurrence, that you didn't have sex on the first night, I would say that the conversation, well, first of all, you should be able to tell in the moment.
Okay.
It's going well, things are good, blah, 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 and it ends well. Like, it doesn't have to necessarily end with a makeout session. It doesn't have to necessarily end with intercourse. But if it ends on a very good vibe, I think that's a good sign. And it's kind of hard to describe. You kind of got to be there. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But then if you don't kind of have that, or if you have that but you're not sure what that was, the conversation after. So the text, did you make it home? Or if it's her leaving, I made it home safely. If the nigga responds, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it went well. Because
the follow-up.
The follow-up, you know what I'm saying? And then the conversation that happens after the actual date. What say you?
I would say if you are thinking about the person, like before the text, before any of that. You know, when you got home and you just had a nice little recap, like, I enjoyed myself. That was... And then you start replaying in your head.
I like how you did that. Yeah. Now that's facts, but this is my thing. Dating in 2018 is different, man, because it's so like.
No, you still get those. No,
But I'm not refuting what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just adding some context to it. You get a lot on a first date these days, don't you think? Like it's almost like a life story is totally in play on a first date in 2018. It seems like that's what I'm hearing. Like, it's kind of like how motherfuckers be meeting on apps and da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's like by the time you get to the date, if you weren't introduced to this person by a friend, and this is just somebody that you're taking out on a date, there's a lot of information being shared, and there's a lot of decision-making that has to occur based on the information that's being shared. Would you disagree?
Yes, I don't. Well, maybe because I don't share a lot of information.
It's a lot that comes out on early on in relationships. Maybe not first date, but early on in relationships.
Let's say early on. On the
Very
first
early
date,
on,
I'm not sharing anything.
Okay.
We're just,
Right.
shooting the shit. And
Eat your sushi. Eat your sushi. I swear, but it's very interesting. Y'all let us know in the comments, man. What lets you know that you had a very positive first date experience?
Okay, so next, let's see. I like this one. Hashtag DC Ask. If you see your good friend's significant other out conducting in what appears to be suspicious behavior, when should you tell and when should you mind your business?
If I see my friend's significant other out conducting what seems to be suspicious behavior,
Yes.
when should I tell and when should I mind my business?
Yes.
It depends on the friend. And here's why I say that. You know when you're being cheated on. You know. You have an inkling that she's no longer with you. Bangkok's got her, right? So if I see her out enjoying her time, or if I kind of know y'all situation intimately, and I know you doing your thing, she doing her thing, and y'all just on paper still together, or not married but dating and da-da-da, it's none of my fucking business. I would assume you guys know these things. If I were to have a L7 type friend that was just, I'm head over heels for this chick, and she wasn't on shit, and I knew she was shitting on my mans, I would try to fuck. I would try just to see, because she could be on a business outing, and it just looks very friendly because she's who at the band. I would try to fuck, see what's up, and confirm my suspicions. Fuck successfully, and then tell this man to leave her. And then tell this man to leave her. I want her for myself.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. I don't have friends like that are just out of tune with their significant others to the point where I would need to tell them. So I would damn near, don't usually use this word, but I would almost say next to never would I get into that situation unless it was getting into that situation. That's just me though. That's my opinion. And my opinion can't be wrong. Sorry. What would you do? What would you do if it was your girl?
Okay, so if it's my girl.
Girl.
Yes, I'm going
Girl.
I'm going to snap it. I'm going to get
Oh.
some footage.
Oh, Club Fella said we're past the age of snitches get stitches up. We're beyond that. The
We
streets
are.
is talking.
Yeah.
The streets is snapping.
I am going to snap, but so I do have friends that even though they would want to know, their personalities are not always ready to receive the information.
How do you articulate that?
So, you have the footage just so it's like,
Right.
I'm not making this shit up, girl.
Say anything. I'm just
This
showing.
is what I saw.
Just adding you on a celebration.
But you kind of have to see where she's at with it and, what y'all, and if it's a lovey-dovey moment, then I'm going to let it go.
Yeah.
And I'm, I'm mind my business because I don't want to break up what seems to be like a working mess at the moment.
Yeah. And I think it also comes down to, are they married or not? Because you already know my stance. If you're not married, I don't care if you've been dating for 20 years, that's not your girl. If it was, why didn't you marry her? You know what I'm saying? That's everybody's girl. She chooses. Until y'all are married, I don't really think there's a such thing as cheating. I don't. So I wouldn't say anything. And I wouldn't expect you to say anything.
Go with that. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I thought this was interesting. If you're dating a transgender person, let me finish though. Right, because this is like a thing now.
It is a thing now.
This is a thing. This is major.
Thing now. Let's talk about it.
How soon should they disclose that they're transgender?
Again, assuming we're fucking on first dates, I should know this before we even link, so I can make an informed decision if I'm going to show up. Like, cause don't not say the shit.
Okay, let's assume you're not gonna have sex, right? Let's just assume this is just coffee, dinner, you're going bowling. I don't know. Let's say you know. Let's say it's game night, right? And you meet her at game night.
Right.
Right? And you guys are hanging out, it's going well. Should she tell you then because it's going well, y'all flowing, the energy's good?
When you say she, I thought she was transgender, so she's not a she. So should he say something?
It's she.
That's not a she though. Okay, let's just say hypothetically, of course, we're at game night on some bromance shit. I'm with bruh. I would want to know as soon as possible. Is that acceptable? As soon as possible.
Okay, as soon
I
as
don't
possible.
want to. I like information. I like making informed decisions. And no disrespect to anybody that feels like, oh, I'm a man trapped in a female's body, therefore I'm going to express myself outwardly as a female, or vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's a thing. It's not my thing though. So don't like. I don't know what that's not catfishing, but it's something where you're luring me into this deceptive ass space. Where it's like, now we might have to square up and box.
But is it deceptive?
One, because you're a guy, so I can't beat your ass. I can technically beat your motherfucking ass for hiding this from me. Because you probably, again, if we own that, you probably don't look like a dude at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So now you done tricked me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't trick me, because now I'm going to feel some type of way.
Now you feel tricked.
I feel tricked and trapped. Don't trick and trap me, G. Don't trap me. Because, you know what I'm saying? If I kiss you, it's like, what happens then?
Okay,
I kissed the man.
This is why I bring this up.
Don't trick and trap me, G. Let me make an informed decision. If niggas is on that, let them be on that. But don't front your move. Because that's how you get your ass beat, I would think. That's how you get your ass beat.
So it's a show on Viceland called My House, right? And in this show, it talks about gay, lesbian, drag, transgender, but it's the house. They have like these balls, these competitions where they're voguing and they're dancing, doing their thing, and they be getting down, right? This is how they've gotten into the fashion world, the music world.
Oh yeah, there's
a lot of the songs that we hear, like Drake, "Nice for What," in the beginning prelude. That's the guy.
Okay.
You know, the Beyonce in Slay. That's a guy. You know, but this is like their arena. So it was a girls' night, a transgender girls' night, and none of them looked like men. None of them.
Right.
And it was one, I was like, wow, she's really like, damn, girl, like.
She'd fuck, obviously.
You know, like it was.
Right,
like,
she's slugging.
and one of them has been in a long relationship for 13 years. A couple of them, a few, you know. So, and it was just interesting to hear them talk about it.
Right.
And my question is like, I think men want to know right away, but
Yes.
when you know right away, doesn't that stop you from even getting to know the person that they are now?
I would rather know the person you were born as. Just me personally. Oh, who are you at birth? Who is your foundation? Who are you at your core, your essence? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to know the person you've necessarily become because that is just the now you. Like, what if somebody went through a transgender phase and then came up out of it? You know what I'm saying? You're going back to your natural roots. I don't know. It's very complex. I would rather hear from somebody that has experience in this realm because I don't want to be disrespectful or, you know,
well, no, it's your
dismissive.
opinion. That's how you feel.
Yeah,
So.
can't be wrong there. But I will say that don't trick or trap me unless you want to fight.
Yeah. Okay. So now we know we got Father's Day this Sunday.
Yes. Shout out to all the fathers.
Yeah.
All the fathers.
What does being a father mean to you? And like, what's the most rewarding part about that?
The most rewarding part to me about fatherdom is the look that I get from my babies when it's just like I've done something that's so great to them, but it was so insignificant to me. I love that shit, G, because no matter how hard I try to be a dope dad, they can give a fuck about my effort.
Yeah.
But it be the thing that doesn't really mean much to me.
Yeah.
That means the world to them. Like I went to shout out Callie, Queen Callie. I went to her you know, activity day, end of the year picnic, and I was late. I was getting my truck out the shop. So I had to get the truck, I had to go get the subway, I had to go get the hula hoops, all the shit she wanted, and then I pull up. And it's chaos when I walk up, and everybody's doing everything and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, I'm late, man. Where is she? I don't want her to see me before I see her. And as soon as I walk up, her teacher was like, I'm so glad you're here. Can you take a group of kids back to the school for a washroom break? And I was like, cool. She was like, cool. Stand here. I'm going to send the kids over to you. So now I'm just standing here with a sub sandwich, and I can't even go find my baby. And she saw me with her sub sandwich. Maybe that enticed her. Full-fledged sprint, jumps into my arms. And I thought she was going to be mad because I was late. She was glad that I was there. And I'm so caught up in the, man, this started at 10. It's finna be 11.
Yeah.
She was like, bro, calm down. It goes till 1. You're good here. Jumped into my arms, and had the greatest time ever, the greatest afternoon ever. But what I thought was a bad thing turned into a good thing. With my son, you know, Mook, he has a lot more freedom, a lot more autonomy and stuff like that intentionally. And, you know, he has ambitions to become an NBA player. Okay. And you know, he's not the tallest guy, not the most athletic guy, but that's your dream, I'm gonna support that shit. So I asked him recently, like, man, so what do you want to do when you grow up? He's like, man, I just want to go to the NBA, you know what I'm saying? I was like, cool, cool, cool. He was like, or I want to take over Free Lunch Academy.
That's what's
like,
up.
oh my stars, I didn't even know he was paying attention. Because I put my blood, sweat, and tears into the brand.
That's
and
what's
it's
up.
just dope to know that your son wants to carry on that legacy.
And that he's watching.
And that he's watching. Even
Because
when you feel
Mook
like he's not.
is so quiet, and he
Man.
has his headphones on, and he's kind of like, hey, there's Reese
Right.
there. Hey, there's
Goggles
such and such.
and beats.
Yeah, and so you don't think he's listening, but he's paying attention.
He's very
watching.
in tune with what's going on. So shout out to the King kids.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chanel for going half on Dope Babies. And man, I just couldn't be more full as a father when my kids affirm my fatherhood.
There you have it.
Okay.
Well,
But a part that sucks is when you really try and they don't pay attention to none of that shit. And did you, last point though, did you see that, I think it's Walgreens or maybe Hallmark, Hallmark, because they make the cars. They have baby daddy cars.
Target. Somebody from Target.
They have baby daddy cards for Father's Day. How do you feel about that? Because I didn't see no baby mama cards. I didn't see those.
My kid's father would like burn that card. Like, cuts me out. Yeah. Don't buy the baby daddy card. That's an insult.
Bullshit. Because that is like an insult specifically to us. Because nobody else uses that term to the person that they procreated with.
Yeah.
And per the plug fella, if y'all didn't check that out, check the segment out above. Per the plug fella, the 3 P's are what? Protect,
Protector,
provide, procreate.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's fatherhood. The protecting, the providing, and the procreating. Now, if the nigga just procreated, I can see how you might go there. But I don't think that that's the case in most of these scenarios.
And he still should be called a baby daddy. He's the dad of the kids or the father of the kids.
Man.
Call him by his name.
What do you call your father?
Yeah, you don't have to call him baby daddy.
Do you know your father?
Well, happy Father's Day. Enjoy your day. And
can we slow clap all the dads?
Yeah.
Man. Well, that about wraps us up for another dope episode of This, That, and the Third. Be sure to tell a friend to check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes, Facebook, IG, and YouTube by searching This, That, and the Third with the third spell I like the Roman numeral 3. It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King, the third. My lovely co-host with the Moses, Miss Reese PC, the one and only. And we are the Undisputed King and Queen of Chicago Podcast. Check us out.